Hello, Dispeller community. It's me, Dispeller. And I have another true crime case. I just call it crime. I mean, it's obviously true. It happened. So, another crime case of a New York City woman who was stabbed in her Chinatown apartment in New York City, found murdered in the bathtub by a homeless man. Now, interesting thing is, as usual, this homeless man, this was not his first offense. He had punched a man in the face. I believe it was a Metro card situation, something like that. A Metro card dispute. A 62-year-old man he punched in the face. And it just makes me shake my head that more is not done when things like this are happening. I get it, they call it a misdemeanor, which to me basically kind of is like a slap on the hand in these kind of cases. When you punch somebody in the face, that's a pretty serious thing, especially over a Metro card. That's like a bus card dispute. It's just ridiculous. They said the killing was horrific. This beautiful lady, she's an Asian lady, had a strong arts design professional. She was a strong arts and design professional with a bachelor's in art history. She was on LinkedIn and she described herself as a creative producer at Splice, which is a digital musical platform in New York City. So she was working in all kinds of different medium situations like digital producing, fashion, fitness, art, music. She had a really strong connection with Rutgers. She's a Rutgers graduate. I don't know if you guys know what Rutgers is, but used to be when I would go to my doctors, they would have like Rutgers advertisements on about different things. I'm not exactly sure what Rutgers is either. Rutgers is a university, obviously, but it's a certain kind of university and it's a certain kind of company. And I used to always see those advertisements about different medical stories about people and whatever, and it would say Rutgers on the end of it. I don't know if it's a relation to that or not. I'm not sure. Anyway, she was heard screaming, "Help me, call 911," as she was repeatedly stabbed in her apartment after she got home from a night out. She was dropped off at her building by somebody. This reminds me of Shanann Watts in a way, because her friend dropped her off, you know. She was 35 years old. There was a surveillance camera, and apparently the guy, she opened the door and he came in right behind her. She never even knew he was there. It was 4:23 a.m. when officers were notified. Somebody had heard her screaming and in the hall. She lived in I believe it was like a apartment complex type thing. And she was barricaded in there. She couldn't get out. The homeless guy, jumped out. He tried to get out like on the landing, like a fire escape type thing, I guess. And then he tried to hide in the apartment. He went back into the apartment and tried hiding under the bed. So I guess eventually they apprehended him. He's been arrested. That's all I know. Again, another true crime situation or another crime situation that just should have never happened had he not just been slapped on the hand with a misdemeanor and probably arrested and done time and most likely needed some kind of ankle bracelet on his leg or something. I don't know. There's so much that goes... I don't know if it goes under the radar or if it just isn't dealt with. I'm not sure. But the more I hear about these crime cases, the more disgusted I become with our judicial system and the fact that they just don't press strong enough charges on people. I know this for a fact because I have been involved in the court system from my last situation with my ex-husband, and I know it just seems like what they call a monkey court. Like, it's just almost a joke, the way they run court trials anymore. Like, everybody knows kind of what the outcome is before they even get in there. And then they just play head games with people and say, well, we don't have enough evidence. We're going to postpone it till the next time. Next time we're going to have definite evidence for you. And then the next time comes and it's some other thing. We had inconclusive evidence. It wasn't what we thought it was. the stuff at the crime scene wasn't the liquid we thought that it was, just anything. And it's ridiculous. It's like like I said, like a monkey court, that it's just a joke. So hopefully, as time goes on, I'm not holding my breath on this one, hopefully things will be done in a better, more concise way in the court system, and people will actually get justice of some kind. And criminals will be fined in a harsher way. I'm sure they can't, because jails are overcrowded, prisons are overcrowded. That's what they always say. But we got to do something differently. I don't know. I'm not one to even know what to do about these things. So I'm just commenting on it, giving my 2 cents or 10 cents for whatever it's worth. Because people have said, oh, Dispeller, you'd be great at doing true crime. So here I am trying to do it. Hope it's what you're looking for. I don't know. I don't really like talking about the stuff, but if it pops up on my radar, on my alerts, I'm going to talk about it because I can. And because this beautiful young girl, Christina Yuna Lee, God rest her soul. Rest in peace, Christina. And may God give peace to your whole family as they're coping with such an awful, awful tragedy. And may our judicial system get their stuff together and figure out how to prevent these things before they happen. Maybe better protection of people in the Chinatown apartments. I don't know. Maybe surveillance before crime happens instead of after the fact. I'm not sure. Anyway, your thoughts are appreciated. Your comments below. I'll talk to you next time. Have a good night.